What's going on, everyone? So Dalton Knecht has gone into a bit of a struggle, which it's fine, right? I haven't been critical of Dalton Knecht in any way because, again, you knew that this was going to happen. He is a rookie. He had an incredible run, an incredible start to the season. And, he's kind of came back to reality a little bit, which is fine. I fully expect him to kind of get, at some point, he's going to get back into another rhythm. But you look at the last, 5 games, he's, again, not been great. He gave you 6 points, 14 points, 2 points, 6 points, and 6 points, right? He's went 33.3% from the floor, 54.4%, but only 33% from three-point range, 25% from the floor, 37.5% from the floor, and then 20% from the floor. And then from three-point range, 0%, 0 of 3, 2 of 6, 33.3%, 0 of 2 from three-point range, 0 of 5, 1 of 5, right? Not ideal. Doesn't look great. Even his free throws, which he, for like the first 15, 20 games, something like that, hadn't even missed a free throw. And he's only made 1 out of his last 4. He shot 25% from the free throw line in his last 5 games. Not great, not good. He has been rebounding well. He has been impacting the game in other ways. I did like the other night where he didn't settle. I think it was the Atlanta game where he still delivered and gave you double-digit scoring. He didn't shoot the 3 ball well at all, but you saw he didn't settle. He started operating in the mid-range, knocked down a couple middies, right? On top of that, he was moving without the basketball, being a slasher, being a cutter. They were finding him, right? He was finishing around the rim, right? Like, those are the things you want to see. I want to continue to see that from Dalton Knecht, right? Your shot's not falling. How do you impact the game in other ways? Find other ways to impact the game. Find other ways to be important and meaningful out there on the basketball court. But you have a game in which there is no LeBron James, right? Austin Reeves, at least at the time of recording this video, we have no word if he's actually going to play yet or not. Maybe he does, but very possible he doesn't. Again, I expect D'Lo and Rui to really step in. I expect those two to really come in and have a real impact. I think that those two are going to be significant. Every time LeBron misses a game, those two really thrive. Why? Because they get to play their role. Right? They get to play what their skill sets best suit them at. Right? Without LeBron on the court, Rui gets to slot in and play the 4, where he's better slotted in position, rebounds better. He's not as bad of a liability defensively. He's already in most of his money spots on the floor because he's just slotted in different positions, right? Like, there are just better opportunities for Rui. He can be more aggressive, have the ball more, take more shots with his efficiency and all that. And then D'Angelo Russell, right? He gets to play more on ball. He gets to be more of a playmaker. He gets to be more of a guy that gets to, just be aggressive, look for his shots, and also play with some more confidence, right? There are things that really kind of help him strive. So I expect them to be good. It'd be really nice if Dalton Knecht kind of come up because you are playing Minnesota. It's one thing to beat, the Portland Trailblazers, but now you're playing Minnesota, who started off. I mean, they're still not great. I still think they're a mess, but they have been better as of late, right? It's an important game. You're on the road. Dalton Knecht usually shoots better at home than he does on the road. So it'd be a nice game to kind of figure some stuff out, right? And better start hitting some shots here for the Lakers. I'm not saying he has to go and drop 37 or do anything crazy, but it'd be nice if he could just, impact the game, right? Like, even if it's just like a solid 15 or something. But it's just he's impacting the game. He's getting after it defensively, working hard, rebounding, hitting the open shot, right? Like, just playing within the scheme of things. Also with D'Angelo Russell out there, D'Lo is the guy that assists him the most, so it makes sense that, maybe he'll kind of thrive and be a little bit better in this next game. Because, look, Dalton Knecht, he, in many ways, is probably going to be a huge part, if not a big foundation piece for our future, right? And right now this season, he is kind of the guy that he's just basically off ball as just like a spot-up movement shooter. right? That's basically all his role is. But we've seen that he's capable of doing other things. We've seen that he's able to create for himself. He's able to create for others. He can put the ball on the deck, get to the basket, right? Beat guys out the dribble, use that athleticism, right? His passing, I think, is something that's very underrated for him. I mean, he's has that ability, right? He's not somebody that I, run your offense through, but, he's a guy that I do believe, can make that swing pass, be that swing man, find the occasional cutter, find the open man, get the kick out pass, right? Drive and kick. I really like his game overall, and look, he's one of the guys that I've talked about. I think the only people that should be I don't think anyone is untouchable. There's 3 guys in the league that are truly untouchable, but I think as far as untouchables go, Dalton Knecht, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis are the 3 that, and primarily because Dalton Knecht is a guy, because, you could argue, well, he's already, 23. He's not some 19-year-old rookie, but he's also a position of need, right? Lakers desperately need shooting. They desperately need athleticism. You're not going to, what are you going to do? You're going to trade him to go get a guy that does what he does? That's pointless, right? So Dalton Knecht, he's still young. There's still a lot of room for growth potential. And I also think he's a guy that, if given the opportunity, could probably do a lot more than what we've seen him do thus far for the Lakers, right? I think he's a guy that could really, really make some noise in the league and will be a real integral piece going forward for the Lakers. So I do think should be on that list of guys that, again, not saying fully untouchable, if the right trade, if the right move is there, I don't think anybody's untouchable, but it would be pretty hard to get me to move off of Dalton Knecht just because I know what he could do. And I understand he's in a slump right now. I understand he's having his struggles. There are already reports when he started this stretch of oh, he's just a role guy. Everyone knew, no one was saying any of that stuff. The first 20 games where he was lighting up the world, right? He's on a bad 3-game stretch, and now all of a sudden everyone's oh, he's trash. Give it time, he'll be okay. Again, this is something that should have been expected, but I'd love, shrugging Knecht, connect with that MJ shrug. I would love that Knecht to come back for this T-Wolves game. Again, not saying he has to go give you 37, but it'd be nice to see him start getting back into a rhythm here. Right? Even if he's 2 of 5 from 3, right? At least we're at 40%, knock down a couple threes, start getting your confidence up a little bit, right? Make a couple nice passes, plays, rebound, hustle, do the dirty work, right? Maybe take a guy off the dribble, maybe go yam on somebody, right? Can he just start getting back into the confidence? I mean, look, he's a shooter. He's still shooting. He's still doing his thing. You got to have that shooter's mentality. You missed the first 50, you're going to make the next 50. And look, he's a guy that we've seen do it on every level, right? Where, he's one of the few guys that you see, he's 0 of 5. And then all of a sudden you look up and he's, 6 of 11. And you're like, wait, he just made his last 6 threes? He just went 6 straight? And we've seen him do that. So, again, he's a guy that I do trust to kind of figure some stuff out, to kind of work some stuff out. I think he'll find that balance. But you got to still trust him. You still got to believe in him. You still got to feed him. I do think, D'Lo kind of being more of a playmaker, being more on ball, I do think will help him these stretches. Because, again, he's a guy that's actively looking for Knecht at times. Right? I mean, again, D'Lo and Dalton Knecht for a good majority of the season were the second best duo in the entire NBA. Because, again, D'Lo's one of the few guys that actively looks for Dalton Knecht and gets him the basketball and lets him get to his spots and, can create the contact and kick it out to the shooter, right? He's one of the guys that's building up his confidence. And I really like to see it, right? I want to see that to continue to be a play. I want to see the Lakers continue to instill confidence in this young man, keep getting him the basketball, keep trusting him. I don't think you should take him out of the starting unit yet because, again, it's who else are you putting in? What else are you going to do, right? Hopefully, it'd be nice to see him get that bounce back game because I also do have concerns that if he doesn't start coming around, if he doesn't start having that bounce back game, then at some point you're going to have to take him out of the starting unit. And then does that kind of hurt his confidence a little bit? Does that kind of, sway him either way, right? Does that kind of become a bit of an issue for him, or is it something that he can kind of just brush off and he's just like, hey, you know what happens? I'll be back in the starting lineup. Maybe to kind of give him something to strive for again. Let me get back into the starting unit. Let me get back into the starting lineup. But again, I have a lot of faith, a lot of trust and belief in Dalton Knecht, and I really do think that he's a guy that he'll bounce back. It's just a matter of time. He's got to just keep doing what he's doing, take the shots, find and hunt his shots, get better quality looks. I'd like to see JJ kind of run some more sets, run some more actions for him. Like, just, can we get some design plays to get him a look or two and try to get him back in a rhythm? Because the better he is, the better the Lakers are, right? And his ability to just completely take guys out of plays, out of possessions. He's young. He's going through it. You're going to have his struggles. Even if he could go the next 10 games and just light it up and shoot 70% from three-point range again, and he'll probably have another stretch of 5, 6, 7 games where he struggles again. It's just, again, it's part of the shooter's thing. I mean, even Steph has had 3-week stretches where he's just at his struggles. It happens. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you think that, hey, yeah, we really need Knecht to kind of get back in the swing of things? You think, nah, look, he's a rookie. Can't really count on him too much. He's going to have his good moments. He's going to have his bad moments. However you feel, whatever your thoughts are. I love to hear it either way. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. And that subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.